Well, hey guys, it's Sammy, and I'm here with my client Tim. We just wanted to just share with you guys just the progress that he's been able to see in the last six weeks since we started working together. So, Tim, why don't you just tell us who you are and what you do?
Sure. My name's Tim, and I am a UX UI product designer. So I design apps that you use on your phone, kind of how they look and how they work. And out here in the Pacific Northwest. And Sammy, you've been great to work with so far.
Oh, thanks, Tim. You've been great to work with too. So, why don't we just rewind back just a little bit to before we started working together? Can you just
Mhm.
share a little bit about what your biggest challenge or problem was?
Yeah, for sure. Biggest challenges were a couple things. One, I dealt with constant fatigue in just overall in my body, but specifically in my legs and arms. I wasn't sleeping very well. And most importantly, I was dealing with constant stomach issues, cramps, upset stomach, nausea, just constantly throughout the day. And it was extremely frustrating to go through. And I tried lots of different things and nothing seemed to be moving the needle at all.
Yeah. So let's just talk about that a little bit then, Tim. What had you tried to solve it before, and why do you think it didn't work?
Yeah, I tried like very intense exercise. I tried light exercise. I tried all sorts of different diets that are out there, like the popular ones. And I would try them for a month or two and do the best that I could, figuring out and reading blog posts and articles on how to go about those things. But I felt like I was just kind of on my own and having to learn all this stuff on my own. It felt overwhelming. And when it didn't work, it felt very frustrating. Whether I was fatigued again or the stomach issues just crept back up. So it was very frustrating to go through that process to the point where I was just kind of at a standstill, wanting to give up and, just accept that this is just the way it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be so frustrating. I know I've been there myself. So, what do you feel like was the biggest catalyst for you to reach out to me?
Yeah, like I said, I was just very frustrating at this very depressing down point, and felt like there weren't a lot of options for me since I felt like I had done everything under the sun in
Mhm.
order to start turning things around. So I saw one of your posts on LinkedIn and reached out to you. I was intrigued by your focus on gut health instead of focusing strictly on exercise
Mhm.
and just diet for the sake of losing weight. It was more around healing that gut, which was something that intrigued me because that seemed like that aligned with some of the issues I was facing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you did reach out. So what do you feel like has been the biggest thing to move the needle for you in the last 6 weeks since we started working together?
I would say definitely the diet change, in the sense of being very conscious of what I'm putting into my body and working off the menu that you provided for me. Just making sure that I'm eating a cleaner diet of food and taking different supplements have really helped move the needle for me. My stomach issues are gone
Mhm.
consistently. They haven't rebounded back like they had in the past, which was my number one goal, was to solve that. So just in what, 6 weeks,
Yeah.
um, that issue is completely gone, which has been amazing.
Yeah, no, it's been so exciting to be able to see. So, I mean, not just the having the gut issues improved so significantly, but you've also been able to lose the weight that,
Oh yeah, there's
you
that.
to lose. And then just, the fatigue has definitely still been one of those things that we are challenged with, but you have found some improvement as some things have continued to improve. Sleep has
Yeah.
continued to improve, which then affects that as well. But I think that the more that we continue to work together, the more that you're going to see that that's going to continue to improve. But I'm just so
Mhm.
excited to see what you've been already to able to accomplish in just, in just 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what's ahead as well. So what would you say to someone who is maybe in the same position that you were before we started working together? When you had those challenges, do you feel like it was worth taking that step? What would you maybe say to them?
I've actually told people about you and that they should definitely work with you.
Thanks for
I've
that.
told people I have this amazing nutritionist coach who I've been able to work with, and it's the best investment I've ever made in myself. And like I said, I've tried all sorts of diets. I've bought different workout machines. I've gotten different memberships. And working with you has been worth every penny. Far better return on investment than all those other things that I was trying before. And I would say to someone who's kind of on the fence, should I work with someone like you or not? I think another reason outside of the weight loss and the stomach issues, seemingly being solved, would be just being able to have that accountability and truly that coach aspect, somebody in my corner who's helping me navigate the ups and downs, because, you can hit a wall dieting or exercising or weight loss. And when you're on your own, it can be very overwhelming and depressing. But when you have a coach, like you would in sports, in your corner, encouraging you along the way, guiding you along the way, setting you up for success with menus, supplements, and just that encouragement and guidance throughout the process has been huge. Again, I couldn't have done this without your support, which is definitely what I would say to people who are kind of on the fence.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
It's been amazing working with you so far, and I look forward to what we get to do, in the future. So, just thank you so much for hopping on here with me and for sharing your experience so far. I know that it can be super helpful for other people to hear that. So thank you.
For sure. You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.